Hey guys, welcome to Pretty Boy Pros. We're out following Dane Carlson today. He's left his big corporate job in the city as a painting contractor, and now he's hung a shingle. He's got a new company out here. We're going to be doing a deck, so please join us. I'm in Penn Station waiting on my train to go see Dane Carlson with Carlson Paint and Paper here in Long Island. So it's about a 45-minute train ride out of the city, and I'm excited. It's about 7:30 in the morning. Get ready to get on the train and start the adventure.
There he is. He's pulling into the station now. Pretty Boy Presents has arrived on the island. New York City to Long Island. Brian Cooney, here he comes.
I'm going to be spending 3 days with Dane Carlson.
What's up, guys? Hey guys, how you doing today?
What are we going to be doing for 3 days?
We're going to be sanding a deck today. Hopefully get some primer on it. And then we have some nice weather in the next couple of days. I want to get it wrapped up this week is the goal. That's
all right.
The goal.
All right. And I haven't done any exterior work in years since I've been
We got some for you, Brian.
I hope
you're ready.
I even brought some sunscreen and knee pads. Let's do it.
It's gonna be great for me to see this. My first time using this machine. You could feel it's probably at like a 120 right now. It's smoothed down a lot. So I got a bunch of pads. I'm gonna change it now. Give it another go.
Sounds good. We got an American sander here.
Release this.
You're an American sander.
That's it. Born and raised.
So your uncle was the guy that started you in this business, right?
Yep, my Uncle Johnny. When I was about 14, 15, I started helping him in the summer times and stuff, you know, and then once I started needing to make money full time, that was the trade that I learned, and I just went with it, you know.
Right out of high school?
Pretty much, yeah. Oh no.
So ours was turning off every 10 seconds.
Hit the button.
So the button.
See, that sucks.
Well, look, you know? It is what it is. You get 10 seconds and you go back to the Festool. All right, our Home Depot OBS 18, Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's busted down.
Yep.
Dane and I are going back to the Home Depot and getting another one.
That's it, man.
We're not taking this crap.
It's all right, though. I mean, I got this machine to make my life easier, and you know, you can't foresee everything. You just got to be able to roll with the punches, you know?
Mr. Dane is getting married now. This is big news. So
oh, yeah.
When is the date?
October 16th.
October 16th, so we're exactly six weeks away? Or no, okay. So
we're getting close.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, not 6 weeks away, 2.5 months away.
Right, so we're just under that 3-month mark.
We're right underneath that 3-month mark. Now, do you feel ready to get, as far as the planning for the wedding, is everything scheduled?
If you ask me, yeah, we're pretty much there. If you talk to my fiance, you might have a different opinion. You know, she wants it. It's going to be beautiful. You know, she wants everything so perfect, and
girls always want everything so perfect.
It's going to be nice. She's putting her final touches on it. We got the place, we got the food, and we got the people, we got the band, and after that, it's all minor little details, you know?
I'm so excited, man. So I'm hoping to get in his good graces and get invited this time. We'll see. I'm not on the list
this
yet.
Time. There was no other time.
Hey, guys, it's Brian. I'm here with Jackie Taylor. She's a regional sales manager with Aboff Paints. They're huge here and through Long Island? And
yes, the largest paint distributor in Long Island.
She's 10 years with them. And now, exactly what do you do?
I am an outside representative. I work with painting contractors. I've got 250 on my ledger, and I am out in the field all day visiting job sites, helping guys get the right paint, the right products, the right time to make their lives a little easier.
Yeah, because we're right here right now with Dane, and Dane's going to ask Jackie about the stain. Like, we just stripped it down and we talked about the different stains we're going to use. So what is he going to use on this deck? What are you recommending on this deck that we're working on?
He sanded it and cleaned it, so it's ready to go. I think we're going to go with an oil primer and Arbor Coat top coat.
Ooh, now is the oil primer going to have any stain in it, or is it clear?
No, we're going to go with a clear primer.
What's the dry time on that?
you can apply it to wet or damp wood and recoat within 2 hours.
Oh my gosh. So I think 2 coats with that and then the top coat with a
You can
stain?
just do 1 coat with the primer.
All right, so the deck is prepped. What are we going to do now, Dane?
We got it all sanded, so we're ready for we blew it off. I used the air remover. We got all the dust out of all the porous surfaces, all the nooks and crannies, so we're cleaned, we're sanded, we're cleaned. We're getting ready to lay down our primer. We got some Benmore Arbor Coat oil-based primer. We got it tinted as close to the stain color as we possibly could. It's a dark color, so we wanted to have a deep base to work off of as well.
Awesome. Oil base primer. It's looking good, right, Dane?
Yes, sir.
All right.
This deck's really soaking it up. Hey, missed a spot, Brian.
What are you, union?
Come on, man.
I come in town to do a video and all of a sudden I'm working.
I'm cracking the whip.
Cheers.
All right. We'll paint for seltzer.
A little paint for seltzer, exactly. I haven't done an outside job in, oh my God. I moved to Manhattan in 2005, so I haven't done a deck since 2004.
Really? Last year was my first exterior I've done in about 6 years. And it was a brick house, so it was just the windows and the soffits and stuff. But that house was built in probably 1900, and they haven't done anything to it since. So it was all had to get scraped out, all the lentils, mortar fix, caulk, and that was enough exterior for me. So I think after this one, we're going to try to stay interior stuff as well.
All right, so we're 5 gallons down. We need about 2 more gallons to finish the major part of the deck. So Dane and I have kind of wrapped up the oil-based stuff. So show him the brush baggie.
We've got the brush baggies right here.
These are wonderful. So basically, we're never going to save this brush, but we got that in there. It'll seal. We can use it tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day.
It'll save us plenty of time
Save
tomorrow.
us
We don't
tomorrow.
got to clean it today.
Yeah.
We don't got to take it out tomorrow and clean it. Set it and forget it.
Set it, and then we've got the other one.
We got
So,
the Fedora wrapped up.
They're wrapped up as well.
Come on, Brian! It's fucking 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's go!
Okay, Dane, this is your preferred store, right?
Yes, it is. It's the one that's closest to my house. It's Aboff's paint store, Benjamin Moore supplier. So this is who Jackie the paint rep works for. So when I need paint and it's a Ben Moore project, this is the store that I use. My go-to sales rep when I use Benjamin Moore products here on Long Island. And anytime I have a question or something I'm not too sure, or substrate, this and that, what product, like this deck, I don't do too many exterior stuff. So I couldn't even tell you what type of wood this is. I usually just know oil primer on bare surfaces. So any extra above my knowledge, this is who I refer to. And she's always willing to answer the phone and give me the best info on the product.
Right, so the deck bottom part is all primed. And we're here with Mr. Dane. Now, this is the tedious part, right?
Yes, sir. But this is the important part. The primer,
Yeah.
this stuff. You can see how rough it is, right? This is our, 10th gallon?
10th
And
gallon.
we're probably going to need, I would say, maybe 2 more to finish these railings. It's
Yeah.
really drinking it. So 12 gallons of primer, but that's laying a really good base coat. So our finish coat probably hopefully be around half of that, but maybe 6, It's a lot of space, a lot of square footage.
And we're going to spray it on the final coat, right?
Yeah, we're going to spray it and back brush it in.
It could be worse. The sun could be shining. All right, so you guys are getting married.
Woohoo!
When are we getting married, babe?
October 16th,
Where are
October
we getting
16th.
married?
Condrey Hall in Huntington.
North Shore, Long Island.
Yep.
So who knows when this airs? That's basically, it's 2.5 months away.
Yep.
Punch
All right.
time.
We're under the 100-day mark.
Yep.
And so you're marrying a painter.
Yep. Something I didn't think I was gonna do.
That wasn't like in your dreams.
It was always an electrician. It was always an electrician.
Yep.
Doctor, painter's good.
But now I can tell you everything about spackle, primer.
Yeah, she's like, is there much prep left on that job? Or we're like throwing out lingo left and right.
I know now.
So Dane, you were a foreman. on a, Manhattan construction sites, working for a major corporation. And then what made you take the leap?
COVID was it. I was home. I was getting sick of the city anyway, to be honest. Commuting every day, leaving at 4 o'clock, and then COVID really gave me the boost and timing. Everything just worked out like perfectly.
But there has to be some passion there. It's one thing is COVID, but you've been thinking about this for a long time, right?
Yeah. I'd always wanted to venture out on my own. I was always nervous too. It was always easier to work for somebody, let them find the work, and knowing I could have a paycheck every week, and just show up, do my job, and that's it, 9 to 5. But you get sick of working for people. As you get older, I could do this, I could make that money. I want to be the guy, Yes, we are a couple months away. Under that 100-day mark. What are we at now?
Like 74?
Oh, it's so awesome.
It's the final countdown.
And you guys you're whittling down, 170 people are coming?
That's the list. We're at one. No more.
That's it.
I don't know. Now I feel like we have to invite Brian.
Oh my God!
171, man.
171. Here on the final coat, the final step process of this deck. We're setting up the Titan, the 440, the Impact. What I always like to do is I always like to run water. I haven't used it since I cleaned it maybe a month or so ago. So I'm going to run some water through it, make sure there's no leaks, got everything tight, and then I'll flush the hose, and then I'll filter my paint and add the paint to the machine.
All right, Dane, what are we doing here?
Protection. We're putting the 3M plastic, using 99-inch. And we're just protecting the siding, the vinyl in this house for when we spray the stain.
Yeah.
So we're going to brush it out to here probably anyway. I'm not going to blast in there with the sprayer. I'm still going to brush it out, try to minimize.
Yeah.
Everything's about minimizing the overspray.
Sounds good. Dane, you've got 3 gallons of today's paint, and then the owner gave you 2 gallons that's a couple months old.
Correct.
So you want to make sure it's uniform. We're going to blend it.
Yep. It's called boxing it together. So
let's do it.
Came from 2 different stores as well, so it's always good to make sure you got, and then we're going to mix it too and strain it. But first things first.
Make sure you clean your paint sprayers with the Pretty Boy.
So now I got everything washed out where I take my filters out, everything's preliminary cleaned. Now I got a fresh bucket of clean water, the clean machine, Pretty Boy.
So I've worked with you 3 days. I love your passion. Where do you see your business in 5 years?
Well, I would like to have my own shop. I would preferably like it to be attached to a house that I buy recently, and but if not, a nice shop where I could do my cabinets and maybe 1 or 2 solid guys working for me.
You do great work. How could you, if you were to better it, how would you make the work a little better?
There's a couple of finishing schools that I want to attend. Like if you're familiar with like ZK Finishing School, there's some Venetian plaster classes I would like to, just to elevate my craft. HVLPs for lacquers and cabinets. So that's where I want to head. I want to be primarily like a kitchen cabinet guy,
And Dane does, it's Carlson Paint and Paper, and I've been listening to him. He's getting a lot of calls on the wallpaper stuff, so that's coming back in.
Yep.
And you would love to get even more training on the high end paper, right?
Yeah,
Some
correct.
Of the stuff. He does the regular stuff all day long. Great, and then I think that's great. So it's been a wonderful experience with you.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
I love your passion, and I can't wait to see how this is going to come out. And this will be our 3rd episode. And we're in Long Island. Did we say that yet?
Yep, we're in Long Island. This is Wantagh, Jones Beach. If anybody's familiar with it, it's right down the street.
South Shore,
Long Island. Yeah, we're about halfway out.
about 45 minutes from the city. So wonderful. I really, really appreciate it, man.
Thank you for your
really
time and your
enjoyed it.
help, Brian.
All right, we're out.
Thank you. All right, guys, that's it for this deck job in Wantagh. Big shout out to Brian Cooney, Mr. Pretty Boy Products, Pretty Boy Presents, for the help on this project, man. Without him, I wouldn't have got it done as fast as I did. And to that I am extremely grateful. So let's do a little walkthrough here, check it out. Repainted these little finials here, gave them some nice new color pop. We also hung up some new lattice for them. Arbor Coat oil primer, Arbor Coat solid stain, A-Boss, Jackie the paint rep, Carlson Paint and Paper.